Book summary of On Loverose Lane, Return to Dublin Street, Book 1 by Samantha Young. Samantha Young, the internationally best-selling author of On Dublin Street, returns to the beloved world of Edinburgh with a brand new, emotionally charged romance in On Loverose Lane. This novel is a story of second chances, heartbreak, healing, and the undeniable pull of a love that never truly fades. A past that still haunts Evangeline. Devlin left Edinburgh behind years ago, determined to escape the painful memories of her past. Growing up in foster care, she learned early on that love could be fleeting and people left without warning. Her childhood had been defined by instability, but there was one place where she had once found solace. Loverose Lane. There she had built home in the arms of family that had taken her in, and most importantly, love of one boy, Finn Cavanaugh. Finn had been everything to her. He was her first love, her anchor, and the one person she believed would never leave her. But life had other plans, and series of painful betrayals and misunderstandings had driven them apart. When she left Edinburgh, she vowed never to look back, throwing herself into her career as an artist in New York City. Now, years later, she has carefully built life that keeps her heart well guarded and her past buried. An unexpected return, but fate has a way of bringing unfinished stories back to the surface. When Evie receives a call that the woman who once gave her the closest thing to a real home is gravely ill, she has no choice but to return to Edinburgh. Stepping back onto Loverose Lane is like opening a wound she thought had long since healed. Everything feels the same yet different. The memories of love, loss, and heartbreak threaten to overwhelm her. More than anything, she dreads seeing Finn again. The mere thought of facing him after all these years stirs emotions she had forced herself to suppress. But Edinburgh is small, and their past is inescapable. As much as she wants to avoid him, fate seems determined to throw them back together. A love that never died. Finn Cavanaugh has never truly gotten over Evie. When she left, it shattered him. He tried to move on, building a respectable career as a doctor, but there was always something missing. Someone missing. Seeing her again after all these years is like being hit by force of nature. She's still the same fierce, beautiful woman he fell in love with, but there's an undeniable wall between them. Finn knows that convincing Evie to give him another chance easy. She's carrying years of pain, mistrust, and abandonment issues that she isn't willing to confront, but he's willing to fight for her to prove that their love was never meant to be a fleeting thing. He is determined to show her that this time he won't let her down. Unraveling the truth, as Evie settles back into the familiar streets of Edinburgh, she finds herself reconnecting with people she once considered family. The tight-knit community of Loverose Lane is as welcoming as ever, but it also serves as a painful reminder of everything she lost. At the same time, old secrets begin to surface, forcing her to reevaluate everything she thought she knew about the past. Misunderstandings, half-truths, and long-buried pain come light, making her question whether the heartbreak that separated her and Finn was inevitable, or if they were torn apart by forces beyond their control. The journey of healing while caring for the woman who once gave her a home. Evie slowly starts to let her walls down. She realizes that running away hadn't erased her pain. It had only delayed it, and Finn, ever patient and persistent, refuses to let her slip away again. As they spend more time together, the chemistry between them reignites, and a love they once shared refuses to stay buried. But love isn't just about passion. It's about trust, forgiveness, the courage to take risk. Evie must decide if she can truly open her heart again, knowing that love also comes with the risk of loss. A love worth fighting for, and On Loverose Lane, Samantha Young masterfully crafts a story that explores the complexities of love, heartbreak, and second chances. Through evocative prose and deeply emotional storytelling, she takes readers on a journey through the pain of past mistakes and the hope of a future that is still waiting to be written. Evie and Finn's love story is both heart-wrenching and heartwarming, filled with passion, longing, and the kind of love that withstands the test of time. Set against the enchanting backdrop of Edinburgh, On Loverose Lane is romance that lingers long after the final page. As Evie faces her fears and learns to embrace the possibility of happiness, one question remains. Can she and Finn rewrite their love story, or are some wounds too deep to heal? In the end, On Loverose Lane is testament to the idea that sometimes love is worth a risk, even when the past tries to convince us otherwise.